Hi team, it's Alex. Welcome to Evidence Strong News. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, the first study comes from Turkey. Effects of split-style Olympic weightlifting training on leg stiffness, vertical jump change of direction, and sprint in college volleyball players. The study involved 34 female college volleyball players and had on average 3 years of experience playing the sport. The participants were measured before and after 6 weeks of training. Leg stiffness was measured using OptoJump Next. The participants also performed spike jump and counter movement jump, 5 and 20 meters sprint tests, and change of direction test. So the participants were divided into 2 groups. One group was training as usual, only volleyball training, and the other group participated in volleyball training, but also received weightlifting training. In their training, the athletes performed hang, split, snatch, clean, and jerk. These movements were progressed from 70 to 90% of one repetition maximum over 6 weeks. In this study, weightlifting group increased their performance on all the tests apart from counter movement jump test. So performing weightlifting training twice a week in female volleyball players may be effective to improve leg stiffness, spike jump, 5 and 20 meter sprint test results, and change of direction. Another study, the second study for today, comes from Ukraine. Research on mental states of weightlifters, self-regulation readiness for competitions. Study recruited participants from several clubs in Ukraine. Some of the athletes were at national level, some European level, and some international level. They also had Olympians. They ended up with 92 males and 44 females, and were between 14 and 28 years of age. So what researchers did was they gave participants some surveys to fill in. These were diagnosis of self-esteem, life meaningful orientations, and level of expectations of a sportsman. They also checked for some emotional characteristics. And they observed the athletes during the competition and took notes. And they had discovered that self-esteem had the largest number of significant correlations, and less significant correlations were found for level of aspirations. They have also found 5 factors influencing self-regulation readiness. The authors finish with recommendation that self-esteem and aspiration are important for individual psycho-emotional training, should be part of athlete development. Another news, the Evidence Strong has launched Patreon community where all the content is available early. We have extended interviews with the researchers and a masterclass once a month on the topic you guys choose. The community is running for a few months now, and we have at least 100 pieces of content for you to learn from. All easy and fun to digest. So if you are serious about upskilling in the newest research, specifically in Olympic weightlifting, that's the place to be. Okay, last study for today, coming from China. The study is titled Comparative 3-Dimensional Kinematic Analysis of Snatch Technique between Top Elite and Sub-Elite Male Weightlifters in 69 kilo category. The data were collected during 2015 Men's Chinese National Championship and 2016 Men's Chinese Olympic Trials. And the analysis focused on 6 best lifters. So the top 6 performance at these competitions were deemed to be elite athletes, and the athletes who ranked from 2nd to 7th place at Chinese championships were ranked as sub-elite. So the heaviest snatch for each weightlifter was taken to analysis, and the video analysis was performed. Snatch was divided into 6 phases, and the researchers compared variables of the lift between elite and sub-elite athletes. The variables included duration of the lift, vertical height of the barbell, relative vertical height of barbell, vertical linear velocity and acceleration of the barbell, angle of knee and hip joint, angular velocity of knee and hip joint, displacement between center of gravity of the barbell and the body of the lifter on the x-axis, and displacement of the center of gravity of the barbell on x and y-axis. There was no difference in duration of the lift between elite and sub-elite lifters. The authors have found that the timing of the phases of the lift was slightly different between elite and sub-elite athletes. So sub-elite lifters used longer initial phase and transition phase, and elite lifters took longer at the end of the lift. This paper has a lot of details in the discussion, so I would advise you to go and have a look. That's all for today. See you next time.